What is going on, everybody? Merrick behind the microphone, and this is gonna be part 3 of the set between Boycah and ShayeSaintJohn in the best of 13, sponsored by Lucifer Arise. We're gonna be going into game 9 here on Tournament Desert No Bugs Cars, where we have Shay as the pink demo on top versus Boycah as the cyan tank on the bottom. So, Tournament Desert is one of those maps where it is the 0 hour map, in fact, where you can pretty much go the vanilla standard build orders you might see from factions without having to adapt massively to the map. As you can see, there's always the typical oil on the left and right hand side for top and bottom player respectively, and you also have the most important part of the map, the middle, which is very choke pointy due to these garrisons, but also has a lot of eco. So speaking about the builds right here, we see that there's a double war factory going out for Boycah, and we got a supply truck already from Boycah. He has that control group too, so that way you can scout out some workers easily, or perhaps even trade for a terrorist. This is a very interesting play from Shay. Actually, it goes for a double demo trap on the right hand side as his terrorist gets sniped to forward, probably hunting for trucks and that could have come from a forward supply. Yeah, this double demo trap trick is actually very interesting because it guarantees that one tank is at least gonna get caught out by having 2 demo traps cover the entire flank. Not to mention, it also means that you can double bait, in fact. So, for example, this dragon might get caught out by the demo trap once, but Boycah might not expect the second one. Meanwhile, we got a technical here loaded up with something. It's probably a tech terror. It's going straight for the war factory. But it's gonna get met up by Gats, unfortunately, and it's gonna have to take a power plant. Shay definitely made the right call there, not risking going into the Gat tank and getting nothing. He just tries to get whatever he can, plays it safe. And Boycah, with the game sense, knows what's up. He flame walls this flank because it's notorious for having advanced demo traps when you're playing against a demo on this map. Forces Shay to effectively waste 200, even though it's not that much. It's great game sense regardless. And we got 2 more technicals coming in. Probably one is loaded and one is empty. This one's probably got a tech RPG loaded into it. Another dragon's going through the middle as a scorpion's chasing this dragon down. Tech RPG focuses on the supply trucks. He doesn't have mines either, so he could take the salvage. But he doesn't have a bunker yet, so a barracks yet, so he can't actually put a bunker scaffold. But it doesn't even matter because there's just too many Gat tanks just gonna kill the tech RPG altogether. This is an empty technical. It's not gonna do that much damage. And the dragon tanks are getting halted by these scorpions, but the tunnel is gonna go down, and that tunnel is very important for demo on this map, because he does not want to play far back against a tank. He wants to be up all over tank's face. Very sneaky Gat tank actually from Boycah. I didn't even notice it as well. Completely denies this entire supply collection, and it might have actually denied both supply collections. Sorry for missing that. But yeah, no Scorp rockets yet either from Shay. He's running very low on eco. It's not like he's hiding the workers in the tunnels. He actually lost all his workers. And now Boycah is going for a forward barracks, probably to secure the middle with tank hunters, so the scorpions have a harder time pushing in. That's gonna snowball probably into a 3rd supply, and Boycah's looking in a fantastic position at the moment. He's got a couple battle masters to deal with these scorpions. He's got Gat tanks for the RPGs and the dragon tank for the building damage. I don't know what Shay can do unless he pulls off like an insane tech terror here. He does have this technical loaded with 5 units, probably a tech RPG actually. And yeah, this middle tunnel is gonna go down, and that just means tank's got a straight pathway into the base of demo. Not sure what he's gonna do. He's sending 2 scorpions to the supply trucks, but at what cost? He's gonna lose his barracks, so that's gonna delay any more tunnel production for a bit. He has a tech RPG also on the right hand side. Shay's trying to force any sort of trade possible, but yeah, I don't know how he's gonna push forward. I don't think he has Scorpion rockets yet either. He doesn't. He loses 1 Scorpion to this Battlemaster, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna lose the next one. This dragon moves to the left hand side and just completely forces the sell on the supply. Yeah, Shay's on 1 supply, about to be 0, loses his arm stealer. He's gonna try and expand to the
warrior
middle.
has fallen.
Shay actually does have a vet 3 salvage technical, so he could come back theoretically with that. Never underestimate, like a fully scrapped vetted technical. That thing can pretty much tear through an entire Chinese army. He's microing it because it's his only hope of surviving in this game. Yeah, the Gat tank's gonna phase it away for now, but yeah, the entirety of Shay's base is practically gone. He's migrated to the middle, building up an arms dealer there. He's gonna kill this Gat tank. Yeah, he does. The technical is the one that tanks it, so loses no RPGs. He's scrap blocking there, but it doesn't matter at this point because he's got the technical in the base. The Dragon tank's gonna be flame walling behind the supply to deny any collection, and this tunnel that was rebuilt has just been taken out once again. Supply trucks are coming in to try and kill off any RPGs. Gets one, I believe. Yeah, he has 3 left. This technical is super low. If he loses this technical, he loses the game 100%. Because Shay literally does not have anything else at the moment. He only has this tunnel, and he only has a fully scrapped technical. But how much can you kite with one fully scrapped technical? Because there's a whole army knocking on his door, and it's gonna take time to whittle through this one by one, especially if they're grouped up. Drops an RPG in the garrison just to delay the force supply, but there's still a third actually going in. And now Boycah is gonna be clearing out this arms dealer, and I really don't know what Shay can do at this point. Oh, loses the technical. That's game over. I don't see a way Shay can recover from this. He has no units left, and this is actually the last building. Yeah, this is game over for Shay. I don't know what to say. He's building on the barrack. He's building a barracks on the right hand side, but to what avail? He has nothing else to offer. He just doesn't have the units to win the game. Yeah, and Shay just calls it GG.
You are victorious.
Oof, that was brutal from Boycah, actually. That Gat tank sneaking into the supply lines just kind of ended it for Shay. He really couldn't do much. I'm gonna update the score real quick. Boycah is now 5-4. And yeah, that was quite intense. And now we're going to be moving on to game number 10 between Shay and Boycah. Now it's a reverse matchup on Tournament Desert. Now Boycah is going to be flexing with the demo while Shay hopefully redeems himself and evens out the score. It's currently 5-4 for Boycah, and yeah, this is going to be an intense set because I have a feeling Boycah might lose this game as well, just by sheer virtue of how well he played last game. Maybe Shay suddenly picks up on his strategies and goes with another sneaky dragon tank or even sneaky Gat tank like Boycah. But once again, like, the matchup is very much so even between both players. I'm just saying that based off of what I saw personally from that last game. Forward terrorist is going to be coming out again, but once again, no forward supply from coming out from the tank to crush the middle worker. And also this pretty much identical build in terms of how it started off. We had a tunnel in the middle, we had double war factory from tank, unsafe tunnel, and the demo trap, the tourist demo trap on the right hand flank. It's always important to have a demo trap there just to stall for time, because even if the dragon tank does flame it down, you do buy time for your scorpions to try and snipe it. And we're gonna be seeing a dragon tank be leading off on through the middle. Or is he gonna send both dragons through the middle? Oh, that's, yeah, he really wants to make sure Boycah doesn't secure the middle at all in this situation. Let's see. Pings out the demo trap in the middle. Good game sense by Shay, and I think we have a technical with a terrorist in here. We're gonna lose one dragon tank, but he does clear the RPG in the right hand side garrison. He's gonna salvage up because Shay wasn't paying attention to the scrap block, unfortunately. Oh, that's the second terrorist, but he instantly flame walls. That was great micro coming out from Shay, because if he loses that second dragon tank and he forgets to scrap block, he's gonna effectively give away a free salvage 2 technical. Scorpion is out now, and it's gonna inevitably kill off this dragon tank. But what's Shay gonna lead up with? Gat tanks, they're not gonna do much against scorpions, and they run right past the technical. I think he's gonna try and drop off a worker perhaps on the left hand flank, but Boycah scouts it out and he's gonna play it safe. Let's see, what is this technical loaded up with? Got an outpost going through the middle, but there's RPGs. Oh, it's gonna kill the shell, and that technical is gonna get scrapped. I mean, veterancy 2 and scrap 1. We're gonna see a demo trap being built behind the supply as a bait for this Gat tank. See if he falls for it. Ah, great play coming out from Boycah over there, force firing onto the supply trucks in order to make sure he kills them. That was great game sense coming out there. Oh, nice cute play from Shay there. Understands that the demo drop was built there, so he puts a Gat cannon scaffold and denies it quickly to trigger it. That's a good play. Got another technical loaded up on the left hand flank going in, and Shay's massing up this massive army, and I don't know if Boycah has the numbers at this point to stop it. He does have quite a few scorpions in, but he pops the technical, and soon enough he's gonna be killing off that Gat tank, and now the supply truck's down and he's gonna build a tunnel. Oh, and Shay's gonna try and push forward. But can he really push forward when there's this many units in the base? Oh, this is kind of crazy now. Yeah, Shay's trying to fight desperately in the middle to try and force something. But I don't know what's gonna happen, cause yeah, Shay's gonna have to be forced to back out. The base just went down. The war factor's down. The supply is down. Yeah, and this is quite a scary army coming out from Boycah against a super sluggish army of Shay. This is the one issue that tank has against demo very clearly. If you're forced to play defensive, it is very hard to maintain defenses simply because of GLA's mobility. Even though you have an army that can destroy a base easily, you have to keep in mind that your army is so slow. He's losing these Gat tanks one by one. Pretty sloppy micro there in my opinion from Shay. He could have saved those for the RPGs that are coming out now. He's just queuing up terrorists. Boycah is from his barracks, just sending them in the line formation to chase down these battle masters. Now he's zoned away by these RPGs, and there's just gonna be more and more tunnels coming up. He's even got a cap behind this, and Shay just calls it GG. Oh my god, that is brutal. That is incredibly brutal coming out from Boycah. Just absolutely demolished him in that game. From that snowball, from the back tunnel. Great play coming out from Boycah, honestly. Props to him. And now we're going to be moving on to game number 11 between Boycah and Shay, now on Melting Snow. And this is a very interesting matchup. We got Super Weapon General versus China Vanilla. So this is one of those maps where you could definitely pull off some sort of no eco build as US here, because yeah, it's quite difficult early on for the US to play it, at least just because you're very limited on your options. You kind of have to play defensive until you get Pathfinders, or if you see an opening you could just go straight in with a no eco. But Boycah's just going to play it out safe, and he's going to go with a standard double supply build. Nothing unusual. He might be going for a firebase here actually on his flank to scare off any Gat tanks, or an EMP Patriot, even better. He's a super weapon general, so he has those Patriots that can instantly disable any vehicle or aircraft from the skies. Boycah is definitely planning to play that defensive game, just making sure he can stall out either to Auroras or Pathfinders. Looking like he's going to go for another Patriot in the middle. Probably gonna get control rod as well, just to make sure he doesn't go on low power. We've got double war factor coming out from Shay, and we're gonna see if he leads off with a troop crawler or Gat tank. He's actually gonna lead off with a dragon and gat tank. Interesting build. I don't know if I agree with that necessarily, just because the dragon is very risky against EMP Patriots. At least a gat tank has the ability to ward off the Humvees. But yeah, Boycah has already got 3 Patriots down. He's just bunkering down, making sure that he can secure this entire flank by the virtue of these Patriots alone. Yeah, the gat tank scouts out to this Patriot, so he can't push forward. He's gonna try and perhaps rally point around it. He's definitely not gonna be able to. I'm pretty sure this EMP Patriot blocks this entire pathway here. Yeah, he's just spamming up these gat tanks through the middle. Laszlo on the dragon tank at the top. Good attention coming out from Boycah. Now he's got a war factory up. Is he gonna go for Humvees, or is he just gonna go straight strat center for Auroras? He probably will get at least one Humvee to aid against this monstrous number of gat tanks so far. It's 3 gat tanks in the top flank, and there's no Patriot to stop them. I don't know what he can really do. This dragon tank might actually get caught out. Oh, he gets caught out. That's lack of attention there from Shay. Probably rally pointed that one. The Humvee cleans up one gat tank, and he's gonna clear up a second gat tank. And now he's gonna have the 4th Patriot to completely seal off the entire base. I'm pretty sure Shay actually placed down a scaffold there to try and block the Patriot's vision from the gat tank, but Boycah was on point and killed off the scaffold. But the gat tank is now undisabled and rather re-enabled, and now it's taking out these Chinooks on the bottom supply. One Chinook goes down. There's 2 crawlers full of infantry. I don't know what he's gonna do against this many infantry. This is kind of dangerous game for Boycah. He's gonna kill off one dozer because he accidentally disables it. I think he's trying to force fire. Oh, he accidentally disables his V. That's horrible actually. A big miss micro from Boycah there. He's gonna clear out this gat tank, but these red guards are just gonna massacre through these Patriots. They don't give a damn about if they can disable vehicles. These are infantry. They can just straight up brute force through these. More gat tanks coming out from Shay. He's just gonna keep on spamming. He's not even going for the middle supplies. He's just gonna go for an airfield. I don't know if an airfield is the right call, but I'm no expert. But Shay just wants to end the game as fast as possible. He knows if he lets Boycah get to Pathfinders or Auroras, this game is near done. Yeah, and the Rockies are just going to keep cleaning up these gat tanks that are going in one by one. At this point, I think Shay really does need the middle supplies to try and overwhelm Boycah, but there's too many Humvees to threaten, and he needs to keep that unit production constant. This crawler is empty, so he is just going to kill it for the sake of experience. Yeah, and looking over here, this is kind of a dangerous game coming in for Shay right now. Shay is trying to rev up his gat tanks preemptively by force firing on the ground, scaring off the Humvees, but this is a massive army. He doesn't even need Auroras at this point to push through. He's got an insane amount of Rockies, and no ECM either to provide backup for these gat tanks. Shay is playing a dangerous game, but he's got the MiGs with Black Napalm. Oh, great split fire there coming out from Boycah. Only gets 2 Vs critically wounded, as well as loses only 3 missile defenders. That's very good that Boycah scouts out the first MiG wave without losing much. Now he's got Tau missile to also counter snipe these MiGs, and a gat tank is once again sneaking through this bottom left flank, constantly trying to pressure this unsafe supply Boycah has. Yeah, and Boycah is kind of in a pickle because he really wants to push out against the MiGs, but he's forced to just fall back and defend against this relentless aggression of gat tanks coming out from the bottom flank. Yeah, the MiGs are trying to set up for a strike, but now he's got an Avenger out. Once he gets a mass amount of Avengers, things are going to look really, really grim for Shay, simply because he doesn't have a way to PDL them away. I mean, a way to deal with the Avengers immediately under Rockface. Yeah, he's gonna garrison, try to clear out the garrison, sorry. against this missile defender with red guards. And let's see, does Boycah got enough for his strat center? No, he doesn't. It looks like he just wants to pump straight in for the V aggression.
Unit
He
lost.
doesn't want to take it to the long game. He just wants to end it right here and now, honestly. We got troop crawlers loaded up with infantry as well coming out. It's quite far forward, but I don't think Boycah's actually got that many missile defenders. He's only got 4 total in that entire V block. But he does have Tau missiles, so he can do quite a bit of damage to these red guards. Yeah, the Gat tanks are trying to close in. Oh, there's the mix strike, and he kills 2 Humvees and the ambo. That's a pretty big kill. More than anything, that ambo is what's going to be giving that sustain to this V army. Now he's going to need to wait for another one, otherwise he has to repair them at War Factory. And Grey Micro coming out from this EMP Patriot, disabling multiple tanks at once, just neutering the entire army of Gat cannons and basically leaving the red guards on their own. MiGs are going in for another strike. They don't have MiG armor yet either, so they're very prone to getting counter-sniped if Shay isn't careful. He obviously needs to time them with his ground army so he can prevent some sort of counter-snipe. But now there's 2 Avengers, so at least 1 MiG is going to be dying unless he focuses on these Avengers starting from now. Yeah, Shay's forced to retreat, and now Boycah is going for a command center. He's probably got... That's rank 3. That means he's going to have Pathfinders really soon as well. He might have gone Pathfinders, so we're going to have to find out. But one thing's for certain, Spectre and A10 are going to be coming up really soon. No Pathfinder rifles just yet, so it's definitely is playing safe with his general powers for now. Second airfield coming up from Shay. Just wants to keep up the relentless aggression of airfields. Boycah's actually got vision on the middle, but I think it's only Rangers because he's not evacing them just to try and kill the trucks. Probably Rangers left over from the EMP Patriot remains from earlier. He's actually going Flash V's now. Oh, that's another deadly combo against all these red guards. And it's only red guards and these 4 MiGs. The Gat tanks are honestly a non-factor at this stage without ECM support. The EMP is going to go down 100%, but it's going to pop out with Flash V's. Oh, and all the MiGs missiles get zapped and he kills 2 MiGs in return. This is not looking good actually for Shay, because once these rank 3 powers start kicking in, I don't know how he's going to defend against this. He's building the strat center. It's 50%. And once it completes, this Gat army is effectively useless if Boycah can like at least micro his way through. Yeah, and the Flash V's and tow missiles just cleared up the entirety of all these red guards. It's only 2 empty crawlers and 5 Gat tanks. This is more than enough for Boycah to like deal with. Simply put, I don't think Boycah has a way to just I don't think Shay has a way to push in with only these units. And Strat Center is about to be complete, and that means search and destroy. Yeah, and soon enough, with search and destroy, Shay does ping out the Strat Center at least, but it's super difficult to reach into because of these 2 forward Patriots. So even though Shay wants to firestorm it down with the MiGs, he simply can't because there's the Avengers, there's the Tau missiles, there's the Patriots. There's too much to deal with at this stage. He goes with the carpet bomb, but I think he's gonna get counter sniped. Great attention coming out from Boycah. Had the spy drone to scout out the carpet bombing, and just simply put, he just went forward and killed the bomber. He forces him to use artillery strike. Actually, artillery strikes the power. That actually might be an even better play, because now these Gat tanks and MiGs can move in. But Boycah still has these Avengers somewhat in position. It's kind of hard for them to move. Oh, A10 strike! Oh, it kills all the Gat tanks. That's horrible. And the MiGs accidentally guard mode onto the A10 and kill one of themselves from friendly fire. Because the guard mode does lock on to GP units too if you're not careful. Yeah, and now that all the Gat tanks are gone and he only has MiGs, what's Shay gonna do? Oh, and that's the Spectre. And all these MiGs, almost all of them are on empty ammo, and there isn't an airfield yet to put this, fly them on yet. Yeah, these MiGs don't have a full payload. I don't know how he's gonna defend against the army. Boyka's just going for another power plant just in case he gets power sniped like that again. Probably control rods on both, I assume. I
Low
wonder if
power.
Boycah does have Burton. He does have him in the base on that control group 4. But yeah, this is just looking more grim and grim for Shay. The longer this game goes out, and that's what we were talking about at the very beginning of the game. The Auroras are going to come out very soon from Boycah, and once those come out, I don't see a way Shay can really win this. This might just be the game decider of this entire set. If Shay loses this, he loses the entire set here. He garrisons this building, but I think he just wants to have it for vision for now. He can kill these supply trucks really easily, but chooses not to. Perhaps mainly because he's scouting out with the Burton. Speaking of Burton, he also time bombed the war factory. He scattered with Burton this army moving forward, and the bottom flank once again. There we go. We got 6 MiGs with MiG armor this time, but there's 3 Avengers, and that's ample amounts of Avengers to neuter this entire MiG army. He's got 3 ECMs as well. Maybe he's gonna try and disable those Avengers with the ECM so he can go in with the MiGs. But once again, he still doesn't have the solution yet to this. Oh, I think he sniped another carpet bomb. Once again, Boycah's just on point with countering these GP planes. It's pretty much winning him the game because this strat center is such a critical thing for Boycah, because not only does it give the VZ search and destroy, but more importantly, it gives him to the answer to these ECMs, which is the Auroras more than anything. Yeah, now the army is moving down through the bottom flank, but this is kind of... Oh, there's the Aurora, and it's gonna kill the entire army! Oh! And that entire army just straight up gets snapped in a second. A Thanos snap from the Aurora just simply tears apart the entire Gaddy CM army, and now Shay has to once again start from square one. It looks like he also deaded the supply. Sorry for missing that. The Burton deaded the supply just for some more XP. Oh, I think he's alive. He must have retreated. Yeah, Lotus must have been looking for him on the chase. Yeah, he's got 8 MiGs, but MiGs aren't good against Avengers. There's too many at this point. And he's got the next strike from the Aurora. What's he gonna kill this time around? Lotus isn't in position either to cap. She's all the way here on the defense. Another Spectre gunship. Oh, that's... And yeah, Shay just calls it GG straight up.
You are victorious.
Yeah, and that's Boycah winning the set for you. Well, damn, guys. I didn't expect it to just straight up go down to a super weapon game. That was pretty intense set, not gonna lie. For those that were on the live streams, sorry for like the crashes and I couldn't stream the rest of it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this recording cast of the set between Shay and Boycah. So congrats to Boycah for winning the set 7-4. Yeah, that definitely was a tough set, I think, on both players. Lasted quite a while, if I recall. Almost 2 hours was the entire length of the set. Yeah, so if you guys enjoy these sorts of casts, be sure to comment requesting for more of these sorts of casts, and hopefully you like this sort of 0 hour content I'm doing now. I'm trying to transition more with 0 hour VODs, 0 hour live games. Hopefully more live streams once I sort out the live stream crashes with 0 hour. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day. Goodbye.